Chapter 18. O land of the buzzing wings, which is beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, that sendeth ambassadors by the sea, even in vessels of papyrus upon the waters, go you swift messengers to a nation tall and of glossy skin, to a people terrible from their beginning onward, a nation that is sturdy and treadeth down, whose land the rivers divide. All you inhabitants of the world, and you dwellers on the earth, when the ensign is lifted up on the mountains, see you, and when the horn is blown, hear you. For thus hath the Lord said unto me, I will hold me still, and I will look on my dwelling place, like clear heat in sunshine, like a cloud of dew in the heat of harvest. For before the harvest, when the blossom is over, and the bud becometh a ripening grape, he will cut off the sprigs with pruning hooks, and the shoots will he take away and lop off. They shall be left together unto the ravenous birds of the mountains, and to the beasts of the earth, and the ravenous birds shall summer upon them, and all the beasts of the earth shall winter upon them. In that time shall a present be brought unto the Lord of hosts, of the people tall and of glossy skin, and from a people terrible from their beginning onward, a nation that is sturdy, and treadeth down, whose land the rivers divide, to the place of the name of the Lord of hosts, the Mount Zion. All right, let's go back up to verse 1. Now, yesterday we was going through the burden of Damascus, and God was said yesterday, or in the last chapter, that He was going to bring now the house of Israel down to just a very, very small remnant. But even in the end, now that He would turn and make desolate all these places of idolatry, even these high places that they shall build up in the end. And we also went over the many nations that shall rush in the end. They shall rush even to the sign that God lifts up, as He has prophesied, and He shall rebuke many nations in the end. We'll pick up in this land of buzzing wings now in verse 1. O land of the buzzing of wings, which is beyond the rivers of Ethiopia. And these buzzing of wings, we remember now that in the prophecies, God said, I will call for the fly, I will call for the bee, and they will come in and set upon every thorn and get in every crack and hiding place and crevice. And these buzzing wings, what they represent is busyness, lots of trafficking, busy. And these rivers of Ethiopia is not written over here in the scriptures. The word is Cush. It's been translated Ethiopia because of the reasons of heritage. But what Cush means is darkness, and that's what we're talking about here. These rivers of darkness, even these waters that come down, that are the floods even on the earth, is rivers of darkness. And that's what we're talking about, too, that sendeth ambassadors by the sea, even vessels of papyrus upon the waters. Go you swift messengers to a nation tall and of glossy skin, to a people terrible from their beginning onward, a nation that is sturdy and treadeth down, whose lands the rivers divide. And this land whose rivers that the rivers divide, we will see down these rivers are the rivers, and even water always representing truth. And these are the rivers dividing, the truth dividing now the land. And these messengers are the ones who are sent now to this nation, tall and of glossy skin, or of height. And this glossy skin, and what it represents is these that are prepared now even for war. That a people who was prepared now, even from the beginning onward, for this purpose. We're going to find out this was the purpose of them. And they do even travel upon the sea, and these are upon the people, or the waters, and what they represent, these vessels of papyrus, even these vessels of paper or written words. 3. All you inhabitants of the world, you dwellers on the earth, when an ensign is lifted up on the mountains, see you, and when the horn is blown, hear you. And this is the purpose now. God has brought this end-time destruction, he's using these people as a judgment now, even against all those that have gone astray from the law of God. For this was the purpose of judgment, is that they have gone astray from the law of God, just like God said he was going to do in the beginning. See, he will bring this as destruction upon you. And he's brought this people even prepared for war from the beginning. And this is the warning. This is the warning when you can see now all these things coming to pass in the earth. This ensign is lifted up, even this ensign that God said, I will give. I will establish this ensign, even for the end, though that's not what the ensign means. An ensign is something that's held up so you can see. And when this is held up so you can see, there's a horn blown as well. For thus hath the Lord said unto me, I will hold me still, and I will look on my dwelling place, like clear heat and sunshine, like a cloud of dew in the heat of harvest. And these ain't good things, this clear heat and sunshine, like a burning now in the light coming forth. And this cloud of dew in the heat of harvest, that's only going to scorch now the harvest. 5. For before the harvest, when the blossom is over, and the bud becometh a ripening grape, he will cut off the sprigs with pruning hooks, and the shoots will he take away and lop off. And this is the prophecies even of the end time, what God's going to do. He has brought it to this harvest. He has brought it to this point. He is using it now as an example. And when the blossom is done, and it's bringing forth now the grape, and the grape's coming forth, he will prune it. The Lord does prune it. 6. And they shall be left together unto the ravenous birds of the mountains, and to the beasts of the earth. And the ravenous birds shall summer upon them, and all the beasts of the earth shall winter upon them. It was the plan of God's from the beginning, see. He's going to make an example now. And all their fruit and their branches are gathered together, and they're cast now, even unto these ravenous birds and these beasts of the earth. And these are those that destroy. These are those that trample. These are those that are prepared for this purpose, to trample underfoot and to trodden down. Why? So we can see and hold them accountable. 7. In that time shall a present be brought unto the Lord of hosts, of people tall and of glossy skin, and from a people terrible from their beginning onward, a nation that is sturdy and treadeth down, whose land the rivers divide, to the place of the name of the Lord of hosts, the Mount Zion. And this present that they bring in the end is this ensign that's lifted up, even. This is the present they bring. This is the judgment, see, now even of the end time that they have brought for the Lord. And they bring it now even to this place, this Mount Zion. And Mount Zion, we remember, is even this high place that is parched. This is the parched place, and it is even set there for this purpose, for this is the purpose of it. All right, we're going to move on to chapter 19.